I have the incredible opportunity to work with a number of men in the prison system and help them just to anticipate life post-incarceration and help them to think through what life they're trying to build. It's an extraordinary thing. And a lot of times when I speak with these men, I meet men who are using this time of incarceration to really self-reflect, really try to reshape and rebuild their lives. They're doing extraordinary work, hard work. Some of them are 5 years into it, 10 years into it. Some are 20 or 30 years into this process of examining how did I get here and what am I going to be like post-incarceration. But as you can imagine, some people in that environment aren't necessarily doing that hard work. They're just existing and waiting to get out. They have no hope. They feel no sense of value. They feel no security in that environment. And those people, their existence is about getting a reaction. It's about pushing buttons and seeing if they can push someone over the top, make someone blow up, make someone who thinks they're a good person, who thinks they're doing things well, make them just go off and to get them in their place. Just about every week when I meet with these guys, one of the first things that I say is, tell me something good about your week. And I can't tell you how many times what someone celebrates is the fact that someone made them angry and they held back. They didn't unleash their anger on them. They didn't punch them. They didn't explode. They didn't burst. They stopped. And that's a victory. One of the principles I teach in that environment, and I want to bring to you, is this principle of the rope. We talk about this idea of if your goal is to climb up onto the mountaintop, you need to have a goal that you can reach, and you need to have a rope that's going up and it's tethered onto something on that mountaintop. That thing is your goal. That's your dreams. That's your expectation. That is what you expect out of your life. And the thing that I talk about is you've constantly got to be climbing that mountain and pulling that rope and holding that rope tight. And sometimes things come into your life that are a distraction. And they're things that are trying to push your buttons, things that are trying to discourage you, or things that just happen. Maybe they're not even trying to do anything. Things that just happen, a health scare, a job loss, any number of things. It just happens. And you're faced with a choice. Do I hang on to my dreams? Do I keep tied to my dreams? Or do I cut that dream and tie it on to that other situation? To my guys that are incarcerated, I talk to them about, do you really want to cut your rope to your dreams and tie it onto that guy whose biggest passion in life is to push your buttons? We've got to keep tied. We've got to keep tethered to our dreams. We got to keep pulling and climbing up that mountain towards the thing that we are committed to becoming and achieving. Every time a problem comes into your journey, and there will be problems that come into your journey, you have the choice to either let go of the rope or to cut the rope and tie it onto something, and you'll go down with that thing. Listen, this is why we need a community. You are not created, you're not designed to go it alone. You need people around you, and you need people that are doing the long haul with you through the hard times, through the good times. They help you celebrate, they help you grieve. I want to encourage you that if you're still trying to find those people in your life, it's time to do the work. It's time to stop hoping. It's time to stop thinking about, man, I'll work on that later. Right now I've got too much on. You need those people in your life now to help you be clear on where you're going and what you're achieving, and they're going to help you climb. If you're tired of the struggle, if you're tired of being so discouraged and overwhelmed and feeling like you can't keep climbing toward your dreams because you keep cutting the rope and tying it onto something else and falling down the mountain and starting over, if you're done with that kind of living, it's time for you to build that community. And I want to encourage you to be a part of our next collective on circle building, where you're going to go and be equipped with the understanding of why you need a community and how to find your community and how to start and maintain your community. It's a 4-week course, and at the end of that course, you'll have the option of either just running with it and building it out yourself, or you'll have the opportunity of exploring some other opportunities for learning or coaching in that space. But I want to tell you this, my goal is not to keep you addicted to me as a coach for years to come. To me, that's not great coaching. That's just me getting a lot of money from you. My goal is to help you build a network of relationships around you that we call your circle of five, so that you can have built-in coaches into your life. That doesn't mean you won't need some coaching down the way for some very specific seasons. But in the general running of your life, you'll have a community around you that you've built, and you're helping them live their best life, and they're helping you live your best life, because you're asking the questions that matter, and you're reminding each other, don't let go of the rope. Don't quit climbing. You're still in this. It's time. You need to build your circle. Let's do it together.